In part 1 of this experiment, I got this skull cleaned up and ready to burn. I did have to sand him down. He had some residual stuff left on the skull that was kind of flaking off when I was burning it. So once I sanded that down with a fine sandpaper, it was totally ready to go. Now I'm using a Colwood detailer at a setting 9 or a 10. Anything less than that, the heat wouldn't touch it. It had to be extremely hot in order to burn this bone. And I did try my hand at using some torching. However, the torch is a little more unpredictable than I wanted it to be. So I went back to using my wood burning pen. And you can see down there I'm using a bean bag. That bean bag, sometimes I'm using 2 or 3. I prop it underneath my wrist so that my wrist is the same level as the item that I'm burning. Really helps my wrist to not wear out when I'm burning for hours and hours and hours, like I did with this guy. You've probably also noticed that I turn the bone as opposed to turning my wrist. Anytime that you can, it's easier to turn the project than it is to turn your own hand. The last step was to seal him. So I took a spray polyacrylic to make sure it could get in all the crevices and all the cracks of the bone. And I sprayed him down really well, and I did it 3 times on one side. When he was completely dry, I sprayed the bottom side as well. So that way the entire bone was sealed and all the burning was completely preserved for a nice, long-lasting piece of art. And you can see now a nice close-up of all the detail that I did freehand. I'm really pleased with the way that he turned out.